Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is NXT. We may well just be 24 hours away from NXT TakeOver San Antonio. A little bit of a mess up on my part, we'll gloss over that. But tonight here in the Hammerstein Ballroom, we prepare, we go home to that huge show. All the matches set in stone essentially, and now we just wait for the event to roll around to us. And tonight the NXT General Manager has once again made sure to provide a card that will get us all hyped up as can be for the show itself. Tonight we are going to see all sorts going on, that's for certain, but the main event is what I want to focus on here tonight. Look at that for a main event. Challengers on one side, champions and challengers on both sides, as the NXT Global Champion Kurt Angle teams up with the #1 contender to the NXT Championship in the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, to take on the duo of the #1 contender to the NXT Global Championship, The Big Show, and the NXT Champion himself, Coren. Those two matches, when they happen at TakeOver, is going to be big news. But tonight, let's see if any of these four can work together to try and get a win heading into that event. It'll be crucial for them because momentum, especially so close to TakeOver, is key. And before we get any of that underway, the man who calls himself the Sheriff of NXT is in business here tonight. That is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he's up right now. And here he comes, the Sheriff is in town. Stone Cold Steve Austin heads towards the ring. It is big news for NXT. Of course, they get ready to take over San Antonio in just 24 hours. But tonight, they have more pressing matters to worry about. Tonight is NXT, of course, so let's see what Stone Cold has to say about it all. He is certainly soaking in the reaction right now. He is certainly, I imagine, got a lot to talk about as well. There was quite a decent amount to discuss from last week's NXT, that's for certain. And now we will get to it here tonight. Stone Cold has taken his time to take the reaction, and now we get ready for the news. Let's see what Austin has to tell us. I mean, like I said, there's a lot to talk about, and I wonder if Austin will come across any of it, or what Austin is even going to discuss. He took quite a while there to get to what he wanted to say, but here we go. Stone Cold Steve Austin welcoming us to NXT, and he says NXT is preparing for a big weekend, is preparing to take over and leave everyone talking about NXT TakeOver and not the Royal Rumble. But there are matters that need to be discussed. First things first. What happened last week to Lio Rush, as disgusting as it was and as heinous as it was, has put him on the shelf for some time. We don't know when he'll be back, but it won't be for a good while. And Stone Cold says he will get to the bottom and find out whoever did that. But right after TakeOver, he says, but right now he has to talk about matches at TakeOver, and one specifically is the Tag Team Turmoil matchup. DCC, Sanity, and American Alpha, they want to fight. Well, they can fight tonight. A triple threat match will be in place. The winner of that triple threat gets to decide what number they will draw for that Tag Team Turmoil match. And finally, he has some bad news for No Way Jose. He was going to fight Big Cass here tonight. Well, unfortunately, it just so happens that Big Cass cannot compete here tonight. However, at TakeOver, the match will take place. But No Way Jose, you will be fighting up next. And you will be fighting a person of Stone Cold's choice. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Stone Cold Steve Austin, anxious for TakeOver, hyped up for it seems, but tonight was all about the NXT announcements, and he's covered a good deal of it there. Lio Rush out for an undisclosed amount of time. The attack is still unknown. Sanity, DCC, and American Alpha, one member of them each at least, to meet in a triple threat match later on tonight. No Way Jose, not going to get Big Cass here tonight, but we'll get him tomorrow night to TakeOver. And he's due to come up against someone right now. Stone Cold Steve Austin has laid the law down in the Hammerstein Ballroom here tonight. Well, there we go. Stone Cold Steve Austin has given us what he wanted us to know. And now the Sheriff will go backstage and see over NXT and watch it closely just before TakeOver. But as for right now, we're going to kick things off with No Way Jose. That match with Big Cass will have to wait until TakeOver tonight. No Way Jose has someone else to worry about. He gets to continue his momentum and potentially continue his undefeated streak as well. Oh, I want to take one sip of water. and there's the man who he's going to take on. The man who he was supposed to take on 2 weeks ago, and a man desperate for an opportunity in NXT. So desperate, he's interrupting the fiesta. Tye Dillinger jumping No Way Jose there, and No Way Jose going to make him pay for it very early on. What were you thinking, Tye? Well, the bell rings and we're underway now in this one, but No Way Jose has certainly been enraged by Tye Dillinger's actions here. As I said, you know, Dillinger and No Way Jose were supposed to take each other on 2 weeks ago, but it was Big Cass who played spoiler in that one, breaking the match up by attacking No Way Jose before it could even get started. And now Tye Dillinger has come out here tonight with one thing in mind, and that is to pick up where he never even got a chance to be left off 2 weeks ago and go right for No Way Jose right now. Jose, though, is making him pay for it. Snake Eyes there to Tye Dillinger. And it's looking like something else is on its way. Uh-oh. Way up there and down with a seated powerbomb by No Way Jose. Still got his jacket and his shirt on right now as we get going in, as this one continues to go here. But No Way Jose is certainly in control right now. Nice suplex there. And Dillinger certainly getting payback for trying to jump the gun. Here we go now. Let's see what else No Way Jose has in mind for him. Here come a combination of strikes and finish it up. Discus clothesline. No Way Jose has bounced back very quickly against the perfect 10, but there's a counter by Dillinger now. Sends Jose into the turnbuckle. Big boot meets him in the face and down with a face buster. No Way Jose looked like he had a double-handed chop on his mind there. Great counter by Dillinger to duck under it. Russian leg sweep, and he rolls through as well to come back up on his feet. Now Dillinger, hands in the hair, but also wrenching on the neck of No Way Jose. That lasted for as long as it did. Oh, there's the pop-up right hand. And now, what do we see from here? I think I know what it's going to be. It's going to be whatever that was. Here we go, much better. He's got him. Cutthroat, side slam for Dillinger. And that one should end it. See you at TakeOver Big Cass? Indeed he will. 24 hours from now in San Antonio, there will be nowhere for you to run and no way to escape. No way, Jose. Your winner here tonight, in quick fashion as well, is No Way Jose. Big Cass may well have pulled a sickie here tonight, but not tomorrow at TakeOver. If Big Cass wants to prove it's his time, if Big Cass wants to show that it is his era, and that No Way Jose will be taken care of much the same as he took care of Enzo Amore, then tomorrow he's going to have to prove it. But tonight, No Way Jose kicks off NXT by putting a smile on everyone's faces. Good stuff there from Jose, and a good win for him as well to go along with it. And we'll see what'll happen next tomorrow night. There we go. An NXT takeover between them two, but we're going to continue on here because we have another match that we need to focus on. The NXT Women's Championship is up for grabs. Kairi, Sane and Billie Kay will go one-on-one for the title on tomorrow night. As for tonight, Sane's going to be teaming up with Ruby Riot to take on the Iconic Duo. So here we go. Let's get into this one. Let's get into a matchup where the champion is starting to look more and more like the underdog, and I didn't expect him. I'd be saying that in all fairness, but it certainly is the case as time has gone on. Well, here comes her tag team partner for the night, Ruby Riot, a woman who had hunted after that NXT Women's Championship for a long, long time, trying to take it away from the former champion, Nikki Cross. And now tonight she has to team with a woman who beat her for the #1 contendership, but also, of course, beat her to the NXT Women's Championship in Kairi Sane. That being said, I don't think Ruby Riot's going to be one to hold the grudge against Kairi Sane. They have respect for one another, and I mean at a time like this with the NXT Women's Division heating up with the likes of the Iconic Duo getting closer and closer to holding the gold once again, and even with that duo, Jazzy Gabert and Tessa Blanchard trying to run roughshod through the NXT Women's Division. There may be a reason for more unity, and especially between these two women. Here comes the NXT Women's Champion right now, though. Kairi Sane, all about business as she heads towards the ring. All about focusing ahead of that title defense. Her first defense since winning that gold to take over Toronto. Will she be able to hold on to that belt? Will she be able to overcome Billie Kay, someone who has now beaten her twice in one-on-one action? That has got to be a bit of devastating news for Kairi Sane to take into accord, but Sane was able to respond a little bit last week by beating Peyton Royce in one-on-one action. Certainly gave her a little bit more confidence to work with, I would argue. Sane, of course, also sent Billie Kay on her way last week. Kay attempted a post-match attack on Peyton Royce, backfired entirely. And now here tonight, Kay and Royce will be in the same ring as one another, looking to gang up on these two women. It's the first of two tag team matches here tonight, and it is two tag team matches with a bunch of teams who haven't really worked together before, but here comes a duo that knows how one another works. I mean, they are the iconic duo after all. Peyton Royce, Billie Kay heading towards the ring. Certainly got a bit of an ego to them, but I mean, that's to be expected when you've got a name like the iconic duo. Billie Kay, anyway, of course, preparing for that title matchup. Peyton Royce won't be at ringside, but Ruby Riott, can you get out the ring, please? Thank you. There, good girl. Well, anyway, we get ready for this one here. Royce and Riot have had their differences in the past. Billie Kay is, of course, interested in Kairi Sane right now in that NXT Women's Championship. Let's see if the iconic duo can pick up a win here tonight. They have the advantage of being the best of friends, of course. So let's see if that'll have a bit of an advantage heading into this matchup right now. Royce is going to start things off against Ruby Riott. Looks like she tried to start it off with a disrespectful slap, and Riott rather easily able to get out of the way of it. Look at that there. Lovely back suplex there by Ruby Riott, slamming Royce down to the ground early on. Be interesting to see what kind of ploy the two groups use. More notably towards Sane and Kay. If Sane and Kay spend a long time in the ring, they could be in trouble ahead of this Sunday, of course. Ahead of tomorrow night. They could pick up a spontaneous injury. Oh, God, Ruby Riott hit the mat, the outside there. Very nasty. Looks as if she almost got caught up in the ropes. And as the referee holds back Peyton Royce here, Billie Kay going after Ruby Riott, sending her into the steel barricade and then the ring post to follow up with it. Well, that was rough. Back in the ring we go now. Peyton Royce, the one who had control for a moment there, but Ruby Riott able to bring out a counter. Big downward spiral there, a flatliner maybe. And Riott will hold Royce at bay now. Maybe Ruby Riott is going to stay in this matchup for a little bit longer, try and help Kairi Sane out ahead of this NXT Women's Championship matchup. Which is very respectable of her, it has to be said. And here goes Ruby Riott, and now kicked her leg out of her leg and spikes her there with the Hurricanrana into the mat. Lovely stuff by Riott. Royce having a lot of trouble right now getting anything going against Riott. Billie Kay certainly has done the most effective damage to Peyton Royce thus far. Riott going to take it to the top rope here. Peyton Royce could be in huge trouble. Royce going to fly. Oh, no, Riott going to fly, sorry. Royce saw it was incoming and moved out of the way. Great counter though right away there by Ruby Riott. Countered by Royce. Back she comes, and oh my God, a headbutt of all things. The tag is made. Billie Kay now the legal woman in this one. The number one contender to the NXT Women's Championship, getting things going. Riott gonna crawl and make the tag into Sane. We got NXT TakeOver coming early here right now. Sane, drop kick there to Kay. And oh, missed that one though. Kay able to move out of the way and send Sane into the turnbuckle. Tag made now. Peyton Royce now the legal participant. Well, psyching out Kairi Sane more so than anything there. Big drop kick now. Kairi Sane kind of on her own here and needs to get something going, does the NXT Women's Champion. Bit of a rematch from last week going on here between these two. as the 2-on-1 element is kind of in effect right now. Ruby Riot is getting up to her feet on the outside, and Royce perhaps tagged their way back into the matchup a little bit too early because Kairi Sane is going for it here. Sane, Alabama Slam, and that's usually the lead up to the insane elbow. Let's see if that'll be the case right here. Billie Kay watching closely on the outside. Kairi Sane certainly has something in mind, but good evasion there by Peyton Royce. Big splash into the cover here. Going to try and put away the NXT Women's Champion for herself. Kick out. Tag made. Billie Kay back in now. Look at this with Sane down on the mat. With Sane in a bit of a weakened state. Billie Kay will happily take over. Fisherman's suplex there. And into the cover she goes. Oh my god. Sane kicked out early of that one. Big spinny kick in the gut there. Sane in trouble. Oh, what a slap there. And that was all it was. Just a disrespectful slap in the face by Billie Kay. But she's able to fight back. Up on top now is Kay. Gonna fly here. Overshot it big time. Kairi Sane makes her pay for that one. And Sane with a spear there. A big spear that drilled Billie Kay. But Peyton Royce distracting the referee for a tag team partner. Into the cover though, and oh, Royce will break it up as well to keep the match alive for the iconic duo. Billie Kay evades that one there in a back suplex here. Down goes the NXT Women's Champion once again. Let's see what else Billie Kay has in mind here. Going to send her into the turnbuckle. Hit hard into it there. Big strikes into Sane now in the turnbuckle. Oh my god, look at these kicks. The long legs of Billie Kay there. Coming into an advantage. And we're going to get a side drop. Brain buster to Kairi Sane. No way is it going to happen again. No way is... Oh, no, of course. Of course, they're going to try and find some way to get a bit of an advantage. Billie Kay looks for something. Sane, though, is able to counter her way out of it. Reverse DDT there. The opportunity is still alive for Sane right now. She goes up to the second rope here and hits... Well, it was kind of everything. Knees, arms, all of it basically went into Billie Kay there. Oh, and she's going to pay for it. Takes off the turnbuckle pad. And her back goes careening into it. Kairi Sane getting payback for all the defeat she's had to suffer at the hands of Billie Kay. In the turnbuckle now. What has Kairi Sane got in mind? Oh, running forearm. Jesus Christ. She stumbles her way out of the turnbuckle. Kay looked like she was in trouble there, but she counters out of it. Neckbreaker to Sane. Billie Kay looks as if she was going to fly there. Can she deny the opportunity for the tag? Yes, she can. Big elbow there, and Sane goes back down. Billie Kay looked like she was maybe thinking about flying again there, but decided against it. The NXT Women's Champion down and in trouble. And thrown into the turnbuckle, the iconic duo once again. Peyton Royce has had time to rest on the outside. The tag made, and in comes Royce now. Oh, what a kick there by Sane. Drop kick, though, by Royce. Ruby Riot is trying to get herself back into this one on the outside. Thrown into the turnbuckle. Riot just going to watch once again, though. Won't do anything to help her tag team partner. And now Royce will be the one to kick into the champion. The longer this goes on for Sane, the more problematic this is towards her defending the championship tomorrow night. Royce couldn't stop it. Riot is now in. Riot gets the tag, and now here she goes. She can unleash a Riot onto Peyton Royce, unloading away there with a myriad of strikes. Royce in trouble here as Riot looks to set up for the Riot kick. Will she be able to get it? No, Royce evades it. Kairi Sane down on the outside and doesn't look to be getting up to her feet anytime soon. Tag made once again here by the iconic duo. They're doing a good job here with these consistent tags. Double kicks into the gut and double kicks into the back. Billie Kay now in position, and oh, it's going to be one for Peyton Royce as well. The side drop brainbuster to Ruby Riot. And I know what's in store for her next. A move that has put away many, including Riot. The big boot. Drills her into the skull. No, it doesn't. The knee by Royce. Wow, I keep on getting everyone's name confused. Stop having similar names. The knee there by Riot. And this one will continue on even longer here. Sane has made it back up onto the apron here. The NXT Women's Champion clawed herself back up. Up on top now goes Ruby Riot, looking to fly on Billie Kay. Went for the senton and she missed it. Backslide now by Kay. Looking to try and get the win for the iconic duo. And oh, she didn't get it. 2 count, but a Hurricanrana. Sane rolled out. And the advantage has once again come into play on the inside. Big boot there by Kay. Cover on Riot. 1, 2. This one's over. The iconic duo are your winners. And more importantly, Billie Kay has now defeated Kairi Sane for a 3rd time in the ring. She didn't pin her here tonight, but think about that. 3 non-title victories over the NXT Women's Champion. That is what Billie Kay can boast heading into tomorrow. But that 4th win may well be the most important of them all, as it could well take home the NXT Women's Championship for her. Sane, and I can't believe I'm saying this given how she performed to take over Toronto, doesn't look like she's going to hold on to that belt for much longer. That is a worrying moment for her. We'll see what'll be done about that. We'll see what'll happen tomorrow when Billie Kay and Kairi Sane meet one-on-one. Who is going to walk out with that NXT Women's Championship? We'll see. The odds are saying K. But coming up next, we have the Tag Team Turmoil matchup to worry about tomorrow. But right now, we're going to have a triple threat match. A member of the DCC, a member of Sanity, and a member of American Alpha. The winner gets to choose their number in that Tag Team Turmoil matchup. Let's see who is coming. It seems as if the first man out for DCC will be a man who's not going to be in that tag team matchup tomorrow night. Christopher Daniels here. This is smart by the DCC. Don't want to risk injuring Bram or Chris Sabin the night before. Send out Daniels. And if this is the DCC, as much as they have a gripe with Sanity, it was kind of resolved last week, kind of not. Because while it was the matchup to kind of settle it, it wasn't the way Chris Sabin imagined of settling it. Because Sanity were the ones walking out with a victory on the night. With that being said, if Daniels was to get the win here for the DCC tonight, what number would they take? Would they want to go in and start the matchup? Or would they want to wait it out, get that number 3, and pick apart the losers? I could see Chris Sabin working with that kind of mindset. He's tactical like that. He's sly like that. So Daniels may well be fighting for that number 3 spot, but who's going to be representing Sanity here? Will it be EY? Will it be Dane? Or will Sanity have played the same trick that the DCC have? And have they appointed Sawyer Fulton to do their business for them? Right now there is no idea. No one on the stage yet. As we just await the member of Sanity to arrive. And yes, they will play the game. They will play that same ploy as the DCC have. Only I would argue their 3rd member has a lot more devastation going for him than Christopher Daniels has. Sawyer Fulton heads towards the ring here for this one. It is going to be a big man heading into this matchup. But the important thing to take away from this, think about it. The DCC have a man in this matchup who is not in the triple threat tag team turmoil matchup. Sanity have a member who is not in the tag team turmoil matchup. American Alpha do. While DCC and Sanity are groups, or factions, whatever you want to call them. American Alpha is a tag team. Only 2 members. So now, it is crunch time. What does American Alpha do about this? They've got to send in one of their men, but which one, importantly, do they send in? Do they send in Chad Gable? Do they send in Jason Jordan? Do they try and play it safe to make sure they don't get hurt before tomorrow? And more importantly, if American Alpha are able to get the win, what number do they take? It's all sorts of important things that they have to take away from it all. It's a thought process that American Alpha have to adopt should they win here tonight. And even if they lose, what do they do heading into tomorrow night? Well, we'll find out as Fulton stands in the ring. It is going to be Chad Gable representing them. I think that's a bit interesting. I would have thought Jason Jordan may well have been the one doing the singles matchup, given how we've seen him perform in some matches as of late. But Chad Gable, I guess, wants to be the one to give it a try here. I don't blame him. There may well be doubt towards Gable, you know. His performance may not, his performance may well have been underlooked compared to Jason Jordan's. So maybe that's why Gable is coming here tonight, to silence the critics and to prove that he can do it here tonight by himself. It is certainly going to be an interesting affair. And in some ways, despite the tag team title, one off the tag team champions being in the match, it's almost like Gable's a third party, because there's still the DCC and Sanity involvement to worry about. There's still those 2 teams, those 2 groups who just want to tear each other apart. And we'll see if that'll come into play here tonight. There's Fulton. We just saw Daniels. There's Gable. What does the tag team champion look to do here? And yeah, it is going to be just that. Fulton is going right for Christopher Daniels. And I don't blame Gable for doing what he's doing here. He is waiting in line, eyeing out a potential opportunity. And in some ways, Daniels and Gable may have to work together here to temporarily take care of Fulton, because this man's a beast. Look at how tall he is. He basically dwarfs Daniels and Gable in the ring here. And his brutish nature that we've seen shown in the past will come out to play here. Daniels sent off the ropes there. Oh my god! That shoulder tackle there by Sawyer. Fulton. He hit the shoulder tackle and then flew across the rest of the ring from the momentum he had going for him. Gable here, look at that strength off from Chad Gable. Atomic drop. Sawyer Fulton sent to the mat. And Fulton will do the very smart thing of rolling out to the ring right away. Gable now going to have to go after Christopher Daniels here. And now we'll see if he can do anything in this moment right now. Great counter there. Wow. Got to give him credit for that one. Great counter by Christopher Daniels, and he went right into the path of Sawyer Fulton to Chad Gable. Daniels and Fulton resuming their fight on the outside right now. Referee can do nothing but watch. No countouts and no disqualifications in this triple threat. DCC and Sanity certainly still at war with one another. Chad Gable is just watching on for the most part. Oh my god, he's up on top. Gable flies onto Fulton just before Daniels could kick him down. Gable is hurt. It looks like he hit it awkwardly onto Fulton. May well have hurt his knees from the way he came down there. And Christopher Daniels will take full advantage of it. But Gable fighting back there. Gable out of his comfort zone as well. Having to fight on the outside, having to succumb to the brawling tactics of DCC and Sanity and not use his technical expertise to his advantage. But back in the ring now it looks to go. Daniels and Fulton rushing back in and going right back after one another again. Atomic drop here by Fulton. Sanity have got to be pleased with their man right now. He is all over the DCC's man. Gable, what a back suplex there. Great bridge as well. Cover on Fulton. No surprise he kicked out as early as he did. With Gable up to his feet now, he's looking to take on all parties, it seems, but big knee in the gut there by Daniels. Big strike, and oh my god, this is looking bad. Pump handle, back suplex there. And with how tall Fulton is, that is not a ride you want to take. Christopher Daniels just felt that with that facebuster. Fulton in position now. Sawyer Fulton may look to get the win for Sanity here. Brings him in. Gut-wrench suplex, and down he goes. Into the cover here on Daniels for the victory for Sanity. There's 2, and Daniels kicks out. See Gable, though, he rushed into the ring there, showing that he wants to win this matchup badly for his team. That was great devotion there by Chad Gable, and now he's left alone in the ring with Sawyer Fulton this time. Right back up to his feet and right back to giving Sawyer Fulton a piece of his mind. Chad Gable here going all out right now. Look at that by Gable. Taking away the big man's assets, taking away his power game in the arm. It may not get a legal submission, but it is certainly an effective mentality from Chad Gable. He is going up against the Giant right now, and he is giving him everything he's got going for him. Up to his feet here is Fulton, thanks to Gable, but brought right back down. What's going on here? We just kind of got everyone going after everyone. What strength there by Chad Gable. Uh-oh, and a shin breaker there. Should put Gable out of commission temporarily, and it will. Gable is going to roll all the way outside of the ring there to try and get himself another breath of fresh air. Daniels and Fulton right back to it. The DCC and Sanity overlapping in this one, more so than the tag team turmoil matchup tomorrow night. Daniels in position. He might look for Angel's wings here. Indeed he is. Will he be able to get it on the big man? Has the arms hooked. Angel's wings. He gets it. Daniels gets all of it. But he has to take care of Gable now. Gable brings out the reversal. But as does Daniels there in response. Fulton is down. And there's a chance for victory just waiting for them. But oh, big big move there. Big elbow in the back of the neck to Daniels. And as he slowly gets up to his feet here, look at that, they're wrenching on the arm once more, is Chad Gable, and slams it down into the mat as well. Sawyer Fulton now going to roll outside of the ring here. Christopher Daniels now fighting back, it seems. Off the ropes he goes. Gable ducks under. Great bit of speed there by Gable. Into the double underhook suplex. And now the armbar. Looking to make Daniels tap out here to give Gable a big time win. Fulton rushing back into the ring, and he will break up that submission. And it looks as if Gable almost put all of himself into it. He's struggling to get himself up to his feet there for a moment. He has them both down, but Chad Gable looks like he has something in mind here. He sends him into the turnbuckle. Looks like he's going to keep Fulton there for a moment as he has something in mind here. Straight jacket German suplex. Fulton in the turnbuckle, not responding at all. Gable almost had him. Gable almost had the win secured there for American Alpha. He is taking on everyone right now. Gable versus the world. Gable now going to go up high. Sawyer Fulton ain't interested. Chad Gable though with a counter. Fulton dazed. Crossbody. Oh my god. Never mind about that crossbody. Stun gun into the ropes. Jesus, the strength of Fulton there. Scary, scary strength from this man. This is why Sanity brought him in. Oh my god, a splash in the turnbuckle. But Daniels is fighting back there. Able to hold off the boot and bring him down to the mat. He's going to go for the cover here. He's going to try and win off of that. Gable getting back in the ring. Early kick out, never mind. And there's that great drop kick once again there. The agility of Gable being demonstrated. Sawyer Fulton using his strength there though. And good stuff for Daniels for getting up as quickly as he is on the outside. Another atomic drop in store there for Sawyer Fulton. Delivered on the money. He rolls outside of the ring. That leaves Gable alone with Daniels once more. Gable trying to fight again. Gable going to look for the submission victory again. He brings him in, but no, it's the ropes. The rope break plays an advantage there, and now Chad Gable's wear and tear kicking in, but he looks ready for this one. Fulton still recovering on the outside. And here we go, the straight jacket, German suplex, he got all of it. Another cover on Daniels. Will it be victory? It will be. Chad Gable defies the odds there, and American Alpha finally get a win over the DCC and over Sanity. They headed in as well as the underdogs. They headed in having lost to both teams, and Chad Gable tonight in the triple threat has given American Alpha a breath of hope for the tag team champions. A realization that they can do it. Tomorrow night they'll be ready, willing and Gable to defend those tag team titles, and now they have the number advantage. Who will they start it? What number will they take? Who will they start in that match? Will they go in right away, or will they wait it out? Chad Gable just gave his heart for American Alpha and for those NXT tag team titles, and tomorrow night he'll do it again to retain them in San Antonio. Big win there for Gable, and one that he can certainly celebrate. Good stuff there by Chad Gable, and certainly made the smart choice by pinning Daniels. Fulton was a domination in that matchup though, so Sanity could still be the favourites heading into tomorrow night. In the next matchup, I believe we will be hearing what number American Alpha will pick. So without further ado, let's get to that matchup. Coming up next, and what should be a really good one to divide us of all the storylines heading into TakeOver and just get some great wrestling. Coming up next, it's the Bruiserweight against the Time Splitter. It is Pete Dunne against Kushida. So yeah, like I said, let's just put our minds away from all of that and let's just focus on wrestling for a change. How does that sound? I know, I like the sound of that one as well. So here we go. Let's get this one underway. Right here, right now. Pete Dunne and Kushida. It's going to be a really good matchup between these two men. Dunne has been around in NXT for a little while now. I think he came in after TakeOver London, I believe it was. And now here tonight he looks to continue on his ways in NXT, looking for a win here tonight as the Bruiserweight over the man who has made quite an impact since arriving to NXT. Both these men were of course in the 10-man Battle Royal to determine who the number one contender to Kurt Angle's NXT Global Championship would be. And of course I think Dunne was done in the final two, I believe. I think he was. So he's got that going for him at least, but he was not the one who, of course, is the winner. That man is in the main event up next in the big show. But as for tonight, Dunne and Kushida still going to go up against each other here. It's almost for a little bit of bragging rights, as Kushida may well have been eliminated in that matchup. He is undefeated in singles action thus far since arriving to NXT. Pete Dunne would gladly like to take that away from him and pick up a big win here tonight. This is what we come to see though on NXT, away from the likes of Coren wreaking havoc, the DCC and Sane looking to tear each other's faces off. We just come here for the great wrestling, and we are guaranteed that much here tonight. So with that being said, let's get into this one. Pete Dunne is in the ring, ready to go, and I guess I was going to say he's a little bit off the deep end, but he isn't really. He's just a man who's always intent on wanting to hurt his opponents, always wanted to cause as much pain as possible. And of course he does that in the most vicious way possible as well, by finishing his opponents off with a bitter end. And we'll see if he'll hit that here tonight in Kushida, and if it will be the one to put him away. Or will Pete Dunne be going back to the future here and letting Kushida walk out of the Hammerstein Ballroom with a big win to his name? We'll see if that'll be the case or not, because here comes Kushida. Pete Dunne, you saw the look on his face. He wants him in the ring right now. He's ready to get this one underway already. But Kushida is soaking in the reaction right now from the NXT crowd in the Hammerstein Ballroom. This is going to be an important matchup coming out to TakeOver, I think, as to who will be the, who could be the NXT Global Champion, the number one contender to the NXT Global Championship, or even further, this could well result in maybe the NXT Championship. Should for, because I was about to say should for whatever reason Okada not win the title, but of course this is the final match in the feud between those two men. So it certainly seems as if whoever wins here tonight could well push themselves up the ladder a little bit towards that title, but we'll see about that as time goes on. As for right now, it is Kushida and Dunne One-on-one here in just what is going to be a very important matchup for both men, as I said, coming out of NXT TakeOver. But I think it's just going to be a good matchup right now. We're underway here. Dunne looked for something big there. Kushida able to read it. And oh, Pete Dunne, though, not a big fan of that, and will try again, and this time it's a big crucifix there on him. And Dunne is already looking vicious as he gets things started here. Double underhook suplex threw him away there, essentially. Pete Dunne certainly coming out with a more vicious side to get things underway in this one. But Kushida is able to go toe-to-toe with him right now. Kushida putting some boots into him now. Let's see what these two men can bring to the table here. How they will work against one another's strengths and weaknesses to try and get them a win. Kushida going to go up to the top rope here now and look to fly maybe against Pete Dunne. Went for a corkscrew moonsault there and didn't get it. Dunne walked out of that one unscathed. Put some boots to Kushida, but Kushida fought through them to try and get back up to his feet there. Hard elbow though, and back down he goes. Early cover now by Pete Dunne. Kick out at 1. Now the Bruiserweight looks to try and take control, but it's very quickly stopped there, as is that from Kushida. You need to stop someone in their tracks, or the hard lariat will certainly do the case for you, as will these follow-up kicks into the skull by Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne now, look at the strength of this man. Has him up in the air. Great counter there by Kushida. Into a sunset flip. Rolls through. Cover. And only a 2 count. That was very good though by Kushida, and now the tide turns in this matchup again towards the way of Kushida here. Trying to get Dunne up to his feet, and oh, well, you got your wish. Throwing off the top rope there, and now Dunne will go up to the top now. Looks to fly and misses it. Maybe Dunne should stick to the grapples and the hard strikes and all. Maybe he should also try and maybe he should also thank his lucky stars that he's got that gum shield in, because that enziguri certainly could have knocked him silly. Here come the hard kicks from Kushida. Very quickly stopped though by Dunne. Got to give him credit for that. And again, Kushida with another great counter into another sunset flip here. Ref into count. Will it put away Pete Dunne here? There's 2 and a kick out. Reading him in and out here has been Kushida. He's doing a great job of it. That was a very nice sliced bread as well. Into the cover now he goes after that standing moonsault. Can he put away the Bruiserweight with it? No, he can't yet. Spinning kick to the gut, and now Kushida continues in control of this matchup. We go to the turnbuckle again. We look to hang him out with that guillotine once more. Yes, he will. Brings him down, and Kushida will follow up by taking flight. Lovely elbow drop there. Even transitioned in mid-air to make sure he would get it. Pinpoint precision on Dunne, who's still able to kick out early. Well, Kushida's been in control for a good while now. Pete Dunne's got to think about a way to get himself back in this one, because he's really in trouble here. Oh, there we go. There's a hard elbow. That may get himself back in it. Forearm shot as well by Dunne, who's now in position. Has him up and dumps him down there. No remorse showing, and oh, double foot stomp by Pete Dunne. That caught him hard and caught him true. Dunne now is going for it. He's found his way back in this one all of a sudden. Slow to cover there on Kushida. Could well have just flipped over into the cover right away, and that is why I believe he only got the 1 count there. Kushida also having enough resiliency to get himself up to his feet right away there. Step up enziguri. Puts Kushida in place in the middle of the ring as well to put this one away. Pete Dunne could be done for here. We're going to go back to the future. Cover by Kushida to get the win here. There's 2 and a kick out by Dunne. Kushida can't believe it, but this one is still going on. Up the top rope he goes. Moonsault. Dunne moved out of the way. Dunne moved out of the way. And now Dunne in the turnbuckle. Calling him up to his feet here. Pete Dunne has him up in the power slam, and oh, down on the ropes with the stun gun. Kushida is looking in trouble right now. Pete Dunne could be ready to apply the finishing touches. Gutbuster there. What a fight back here from Dunne. He looked like he was, no pun intended, done for after Back to the Future, but he's still going here, as is Kushida though with that big drop kick. Kushida now ready to launch another comeback here maybe. Big clothesline. And another one. Oh, catches the leg, but what an enziguri by Dunne. Caught him precise with it as well in this matchup. What a back and forth when it has been as well. There's that suplex, just dump him down. Oh, here we go. Pete Dunne could well look for the victory here. Kushida may well have to say goodbye to his undefeated streak. The forearm into the bitter end. Dumped him down there face first. Kushida looks like he might be done for. Into the cover goes Dunne. Kushida's arm not under the ropes according to the referee. And oh, it will do it. Pete Dunne beats Kushida. And that is the undefeated streak of Kushida wrapped up and done for in NXT. Pete Dunne is your winner. And what a win it is as well for the Bruiserweight. A win that he needed to get himself back in the talking points of NXT. A big win for Pete Dunne. And that is job done for the Bruiserweight here tonight. That was a hard-fought contest though, and it showed the fight that the Bruiserweight has within him. He had to get out. He had to not only kick out of Back to the Future, but he had to fight on after it, and fight on he did. He nailed him with that bitter end. I thought Kushida's arm was under the ropes. The referee says no. Maybe he didn't see it, I'm not too sure. Pete Dunne, though, heads out of tonight with the win. Let's see what this will mean going forward for the Bruiserweight. Great stuff for him, though, nonetheless. Well, there we go. As Dunne does little to celebrate this win and just heads up backstage, we're going to head on to our main event now, and a big main event it is. I am ready for this one. Champions and challengers on both sides, just 24 hours before all bodies meet at TakeOver. Some of them have got to try and work together here tonight. The NXT Global Champion in Kurt Angle and the number one contender for the NXT Championship in Kazuchika Okada go up against the number one contender for the NXT Global Championship in The Big Show and the NXT Champion in Coren. It's your main event, and it's up next. Well, here we go. The Hammerstein Ballroom is ready for this main event, and I certainly know I am. What is going to go through the mind of all four parties in this matchup? How will they take this match, knowing that NXT TakeOver is just 24 hours away? That much we'll find out when the bell rings, but as for right now, the NXT Global Champion is coming out first. Kurt Angle is ready to make his way out to this Hammerstein Ballroom Oh my god, Angle, turn around man, cause all from behind. The NXT Champion Coren hit him with that kick, and he's going right for Okada as well. Okada came to make the save. Those two men are going to tear each other apart in the TLC match. That's for certain, but as for right now, the brawl is kicked off on the stage here. This matchup far from getting underway. Coren and Okada up on the stage going at it. Angle and Show were brawling there, and it seems as if Okada wants to get this one started in the ring. Or maybe not. Coren going right for Okada. They're up on the stage. Thank God we have this aerial camera so we can see everything that's going on. Angle and Show in the ring will get us underway here. Meanwhile, Coren and Okada, super kick to the back of the head there by Coren. And he is running for it now. Back to get up on the apron. How disrespectful that one was by the NXT Champion there, but is that really much of a surprise at all? Okada back up to his feet, and he'll get on the apron now as this one is finally underway. Blockbuster there by Kurt Angle. Let's see what is going to happen in this main event now. He finally got it underway. Kurt Angle looked for something there on the Big Show, but Show countered it. And from behind there with a bulldog there. Big Show brings down the NXT Global Champion. Both men were said about showing their dominance to the other last week, and Well, the Big Show certainly did in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Walked around and got to basically treat Darren Young and Heath Slater like his whipping puppets. And that was certainly a fun time for him, I imagine. Kurt Angle picked up a win over Titus O'Neil. But the Big Show was proud of what he did on that night. And right now he gets to meet with his NXT TakeOver opponent 24 hours early as these two men are starting off this matchup here. Big counter there though, into the turnbuckle he goes. Oh, and Big Show got them both there with a hard strike. There's a chop in the chest that Angle's going to certainly remember when his chest is beetroot red by the end of the night. Show now sends him into the turnbuckle and in comes the champion. Coren's in. This one just got much more physical. Champion against champion right now. Coren set to meet that man on the apron out there, Okada, in 24 hours in a tables, ladders and chairs match. But as for right now, he goes after Kurt Angle. Look at this. Hanging him up to dry there in that dragon sleeper. That is strength. It just cannot be described from the champ, and he makes the tag. Okada's in. Okada's in, and look at that. Coren's running for it. The coward champ had to run for it there to get a moment of rest. And now with his back turned, he'll try and jump Okada. He pays for it, and Okada takes him down. These two men ended NXT last week brawling on the stage, having to be pulled apart by security. And it has continued on here tonight. The bad blood continues wherever we go. And it will be settled once and for all tomorrow night at TakeOver. But right now, Okada must be loving getting his hands on him this early. Here goes Okada, now going to fly. And oh, Coren moved out of the way there. Coren going to go up on the second rope. No, he's not going to fly. Coren he's almost fearful in some ways of Okada there. Did you see the way he was around him? He was a little bit fidgety. He was running for the most part. Coren may well have a fear for Okada. Coren may well be worried about Okada. And if that is the case, then oh man, does that make NXT TakeOver that bit sweeter to know Coren is scared of Okada. The big man is tagged back in here. Big Show back in and drills Okada down there with a Cobra Clutch Russian leg sweep. And he sends the former NXT champion now into the turnbuckle. Shoulder tackle there. And another one. Kurt Angle falls as a result of it. And Big Show just slamming his weight there into Okada in the corner and sending him way across the ring. And look at this now with him down on the mat. Coren wants a piece of Okada. Of course he does. While he's down and he can't defend for himself, Coren will happily take care of Okada. Of course, there will be none of that. He'll have to try and save him tomorrow night when tables, ladders, and chairs are in effect. It is going to be an all-out brawl. There is the only thing that can save him are the weapons, and Okada right now is giving Coren a little taste of tomorrow. The tombstone. Uh-oh, nowhere to go. You're going to feel it. Rainmaker incoming. No, Coren counted it. And the super kick in the back of the head. He's going to tag out to the Big Show. He is jittering. He is scared. Just think about that. He is scared of Okada. And he showed it. Tag made now. Angle back in. And he is unloading away here on the Big Show. This is great to watch right now with Angle's fight back here. But there are pressing talking points to discuss. Coren is scared. He's in the ring with Okada and he's being outmatched by him as well. Just think about that. Think about what that means for the NXT Championship matchup tomorrow night. It makes it that much better. Looked like he was going for a headbutt there, an Angle. Got out of the way of it. Great thing that he did as well, because he was taking one hell of a beating. Okada only just pulling himself up to his feet on the outside. Back up on the apron now. Tornado DDT there. And Angle looks like he's going to work now. The Olympic gold medalist doing what he does better than anyone else. The groundwork. Working on the mat and taking care of his opponent. No matter the size, no matter the strength, Kurt Angle knows just how great he is when it comes to the technical wrestling. But a big counter there by the Big Show. And uh-oh, got him right where he wants him there. Fall away slam. And whoa, oh, come on. I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Coren's not only leaving, he's running. He's running scared. Coren has walked out on the Big Show here tonight. He has left him for dead in the ring. Oh man, is Big Show in trouble now? He's on his own with no one to turn to and nowhere to go. The world's largest athlete has been left to the hounds. Meanwhile, the NXT champion has bolted it in fear of Okada. There's no other way you can warp it. He is scared of the Rainmaker. And now look at the strength of Kurt Angle. Bringing him in here. The triple Germans on their way. And the third one will land on his takeover opponent. But Kurt Angle and Okada here tonight have almost guaranteed themselves a victory. Thanks to the NXT champion running away in fear. That man right there in the ring right now made the NXT champion run away to San Antonio already. Okada's got to feel good about himself in that regard, but right now they've still got to try and put away the Big Show right here, right now, and Show is still fighting back. Spear to Okada. I don't think it matters to Show if he's got to fight 2 or 3 or whatever men. He'll fight them all on his own. The knockout punch to Okada now. What a spoiler this would be, saved by Angle. Well, that was a worrying moment there for Okada, but he's now going to try and fight back from this instead. Look at the speed in which he's working here. Oh, he moved out of the way, though. Great bit of agility there by Okada to move out as quick as he did. Went for a slam, though, and Big Show was able to get out of the way, has him way up in the air, and down with a Gorilla Press slam. Angle wants in. But he was stuck at Big Show's feet there with nowhere to go. God, he's still fighting. Fair play to him for having this much fight. Big Show is making sure that when he heads into TakeOver tomorrow night, he doesn't head in looking like a weakling. He doesn't head in looking like he's looking like he's going to be defeated. He's going to head in fighting with everything he can. But the strength of Okada there, tombstone a Show. And I think I know what's next. Reel it in. The Rainmaker's ready. Is he going to show off yet more strength? Yes, he is. German suplex. And Big Show is going to feel the wrath of the Rainmaker. Coren ain't coming back. So with 1, 2, 3, Okada and Kurt Angle have defeated Big Show and Coren. Coren ran away in fear, just the same as he did before NXT TakeOver Toronto. History has a way of repeating itself, and that just happened here tonight. Okada wins, and his theme plays throughout the Hammerstein Ballroom, but will it be playing tomorrow night in San Antonio when he becomes the NXT champion once again? Will he become the first ever 2-time NXT champion? That is what we wait to find out tomorrow night. TakeOver now, just 24 hours, less than 24 hours away, I imagine. Are you ready for it? NXT TakeOver tomorrow and the Royal Rumble on Sunday. It is time to get things going on the road to WrestleMania. Tomorrow night at NXT TakeOver. It is a big one. Tag team turmoil matchup. Billy Kay and Kairi, Sane, No Way Jose, Big Cass, Kurt Angle and Big Show. And the main event, tables, ladders and chairs. There must be a winner to end this for good. Okada versus Coren. I'm ready. I'm ready for them all. I'm ready for NXT TakeOver. I'm ready for the Royal Rumble. We'll see you tomorrow night for TakeOver. That'll end this episode of Universe. Thank you for watching. Take care, guys. And ta-ra.